So there's a lot out there, and there's been data around, when you look at people who've had infection with COVID, looking at vitamin D levels, and the vitamin D levels may be lower in people who've had COVID versus those who haven't. But there is no evidence that that is something that is protective against COVID. So obviously vitamin D is fine. Being out in the sunlight is fine. But again, this virus needs to get from one person to the next person. And when it takes hold in that next person with that spike protein, it gets into the cells and starts to replicate. What the antibodies do is to actually prevent that from happening, so that you have natural antibodies, so that if you do get in contact with the virus, it doesn't cause. And we know that these vaccines, 94-95% with Pfizer and Moderna, for preventing severe disease. And even the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, 85% in preventing severe disease. So there are other things people have looked at, and it makes sense when we had for a long time, not even a treatment for people who were sick with COVID. Everyone's trying to figure out what else we can do. And so there've been a lot of things that have come and gone, right? Oh, it's all about zinc. Then it's all about hydroxychloroquine. Then it's all about ivermectin. It's so many things. So again, vitamin D is part of one of the natural vitamins that we should have, and it's in sunlight. And a lot of African Americans may be vitamin D deficient because of our natural sunblock. So vitamin D deficiency is very common. It's also very common in parts of the world where there's not a lot of sun, in cold climates, things like that. And having a vitamin D level that is normal is better than being deficient, but it is not enough to say, I'm taking vitamin D, so I'm going to be immune. We need to do the mask, we need to do social distancing, and when it's your turn, get the vaccination. It's not vitamin D and nothing else, and it's definitely not.